Vegas is on the field. Why am I not getting the screen of the field on here? Oh, yes. Yeah, we're having a problem here. Let me close this out. There we go. Okay, guys, we're ready to go. So Vegas will get the ball first. Having a little depth chart changes. So in case we start this over and cut out the front part, just want to let you guys know we are here for the 2024 S28 Super Bowl. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is coached by Zeb Strong, two-time S28 champion, and the Raiders are coached by Aaron Onderdick, who is looking for his first championship. This is, of course, a Stratomatic football championship. These are draft league teams. This is a 28 team draft league. I'll tackle draw. Emmanuel Wilson picks up 2. Broadcasting this from the farmer's market as I'm helping my daughter, as I usually do on Sundays at this time. But since I didn't see anyone else step up to broadcast, which it's my league, I guess I should be the one doing it. I'm jumping in here. So hopefully you can cut out the noise and focus on the game. I might go over to a quieter place. There's another short gain. That was for 5 yards. That's going to set up a 3rd and 3. We have rules on carries. Emmanuel Wilson's over 100 carries, though, so he can carry anytime, I believe. Ty Johnson's got a really impactful card. Only 41 rushing attempts, so he's limited to certain situations, such as 3rd down. But look at this. Look at this receiving card, which I'm sure Zeb's well aware. The strongest receiving card in the set for a halfback, I believe. And we have a run call, short pass to Ty Johnson. We're going to maybe see that receiver card. There it is, a plus 14. We didn't see the receiver rating, but defender extra plus 14. He's into Ravens territory. Justin Herbert is a quarterback for the Raiders. Look at their offensive line real quick. 5'7", 4'2", 5'4", 4'2", and 6'7". So those guards are the vulnerability on this team. That's where the pressure will come from. These defensive tackles, 5'4" for DJ Reader and what is that, 4'4" for Daquan Jones. Looking pass, goes in the D card, just picks up 3. 2nd and 7. Just getting started here. First quarter of the 2024 Strat 28, aka S28 Super Bowl. Emmanuel Wilson's back in there again. 103 carries, so he can run unlimited. It's a long pass to Jameson Williams. Guess wrong is going to be on the receiver reading, 26 yards. And The Raiders are at the 20-yard line of the Ravens. Two tights, two wides. Marquise Valding-Scantling is one receiver. Jameson Williams the other. So a lot of yardage on these cards. Maybe not a lot of, as many hits as you'd like, but when those yards hit, you're happy. Maxed out deep, I think, for Willie, J-Mo, and Valdez-Scantling. Short pass to Nick Vanette, second tight end. That's going to hit. Guess wrong. Take 12-yard gain. First and goal at the 8. So aggressive coaching here by Aaron. He's had a great season, figured his team out, and has been really strong in the playoffs. Not just beating teams, but dominating them. First and goal at the 8. Ty Johnson's allowed to come in here any place inside the 9-yard line. 9-yard line are in. For carries, the backs that have carries between 26 and or 25 and 49. It's a run call, short pass to Nick Vanette, going back to that second tight end, and it's going to be a touchdown. Justin Herbert was good. Guessed right, guessed wrong on that one, and even double teamed. Snake Eyes comes through for the Raiders. It's kind of appropriate being from Vegas. Bubble craps, or crapless craps, or craps is one of the games I don't really play, so I have no idea. But I know that if you roll Snake Eyes, you roll one of the edges, you get paid off a lot, I think. So here we go. Don't ask me about the crap rolls. I'm not for sure, but I know I've seen that where they hit one of those edges, they get a lot of money. Okay, 7-0 Raiders as the two-time champion Ravens come out. Flat pass to Derrick Henry. It's going to pick up 7. The Ravens are led by Patrick Mahomes with Derrick Henry as a halfback. So star power is abundant in Baltimore. Christian Watson has got a great yardage card. Destroyed me in the regular season and in the playoffs. Myles Garrett is on the Raiders. He's going to be working against a 6-7. His off tackle to Derrick Henry, correctly called run, pick up a yard. That would have been a big gain, or 27 yards if it was guessed wrong. So Aaron pushing the right buttons early today. It's a 0 nose tackle in the game. Third down. Wow, a lot of zeros here, but they have good run ratings, 0.6, 0.5. Because a linebacker run call with 2 men in zone, that's going to lose a yard. So, like I said, Aaron wandered up. He is pushing the right buttons here early in this 2024 S28 championship. Punts down to the 14. And a return out to the 20. Hey guys. Three wide. Ty Johnson can't be in. I mean, he can be in the game, but he can't run the ball. .335. Flat pass right to Isaiah Likely. Incomplete on Herbert's card. It was a no man zone. That could have gone different. You guys, if you like this, coin purses, the small ones are 5 and the big ones are 10. They're from Mexico, Guadalajara. Manuel Wilson back in the game on a 2 tight, 2 wide set. Got to help my daughter out with her. She gets a lot of customers here, so there may be times where I go quiet. Off tackle draw here to Wilson. It's a pass call. Nobody's in the zone, though. That's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 11. Third and 11, 3 wide against 2 tight, 2 wides. Ty Johnson in the game. Show you that card again. Lots of hits, lots of yards. Ty Johnson of the Bills. All those stats are based on what he did in the 2024 NFL season. That's why I said 2024 S28 championship. It's the latest version of the game that's out. About a month behind the real Super Bowl. Coach is taking their time to deliver calls here. Interesting, he stays in a 4-3 defense, showing blitz. So if he runs, he's likely to get a man in zone. He's not. He's throwing short to Josh Palmer. Pressure coming in. There's a sack. That's one thing the Ravens are known for, the pressure they put on the quarterback. Max Crosby beats Penei Sewell for a sack. And show him the Easter basket packaging. Thank you guys. Okay, there's a 49-yard punt, 4-yard return. Great field position for the Ravens. You're doing great. Is that all you have left? That's great. I meant less doggy donuts, but you make less of the other stuff too? Nice. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. 2nd and 10. That was an incomplete pass. Guessed right on Pat Mahomes. Looks like he was going to Jonnu Smith. %48 chance of a sack. Brian Breesy against Alex Forsyth, but the random roll was an 81. That was a big play there. Avoiding the sack. It looks like it turned into a dump off. That's what it was. Not a short pass. It was originally Originally a short pass, but it was a dump off. Flat pass to Johnny Smith, going to be guessed wrong for 12 yards. Guessed right would have been incomplete. First and 10 Ravens at the 45-yard line of the Raiders. Line buck to Henry, man in zone. And lose a yard. Stuff there by Zach Bonds. There's actually 2 men in the zone. Linebacker in left zone. So he's got a 6'5" Zach Bond. And 0, let's see. Oh, 3-3-5 formation. That's why we're not seeing the second linebacker. Showing blitz. Garrett, Brian Breesy, and Chauncey Goldston. The right linebacker's 0-4. Looking past Derrick Henry. That's going to be incomplete. He brought the free safety down. 3rd and 11 at the 46. Now, we're living in a different age of kickers here. Let's take a look at the 2 kickers. Brandon Aubrey's good out to the 48-yard line. So he were already in field goal range. 2 through 9, excuse me. Yeah, 2 through 9 out to the 48. 3rd and 11. 3 wide against a 3-2-6. Not showing blitz. Sorry, that wasn't the free safety last time. That was Zach Bond that was in there. I don't like the 3-2-6 because you lose your best linebacker in Zach Bond. Lots of zeros everywhere. Testament to Aaron's coaching that he's been able to get to the triggered linebacker draw. 39 yards, no containment. It would have been broken containment anyway, even with Bond in there, 6'5". So Zeb avoided the white die 1. Got a 2 or 3 for 39 yards, and it's 1st and goal Ravens at the Raiders 7. The only thing Zeb didn't want to do is get sacked there and get knocked out of field goal range. But he ran the ball and got a huge gain. Short pass, incomplete. Yeah, we have weights. We need to put the weights on. It's not windy today. Yeah, I had eye surgery. What happened? Yeah. Oh wow. It was okay. Yeah. Because it started off like this, and by like half of it was horrible. Got it. Okay, yeah. It was really bad. Yeah, I had a detached retina, so I had to put it on. I had to take last week off, and so I'll get the weights on there. Sounds good. I'm kind of glad we missed. 2nd and goal. Yeah, last week we didn't come, and apparently the wind wreaked havoc. That's a touchdown. Defender X for a short gain, and that is Keyshawn Nixon, who's a 5, gets beat by the white die 6. We have a tie game in the Super Bowl. Okay, guys, let me go to the car and get those weights. They want the weights on their tarps. So, go silent for a little bit. Yeah, you got it. All right. Move to the quieter area anyway. 10 at the 31. This is probably better for the broadcast. Maybe I should sit in the car for a little bit. Yeah, I can keep an eye on Hunter from here. There's a 6-yard gain. Oh, hold on. I'm going to go get those weights. You guys just stay silent for a second. All right, back. 4th and 5. What did we do? Do we go for it? Do we punt? I can't tell. Looks like a punt. So it's 7-7 still. So we missed some back and forths. Put the air on here. Cool us off. I'm gonna sit in the car for a little bit. Keep an eye on my daughter. There we go. Okay. So 2nd and 11, loss of 1 there. Blocking back couldn't make the block. Raiders have the ball. They took a 7-0 lead, but saw that lead disappear. Went on a 3rd and long. Derrick Henry took the ball up the middle, inside the 10, setting up the tying touchdown. 13:48 to go in the 2nd quarter. Okay. 2nd and 11. Ty Johnson in the game again. Okay, now this gives them a little bit of an advantage knowing that it won't be a run. But it's a strong option with all this, with the 7 pass blockers at key positions. Off tackle left and off tackle right. Short pass to Ty Johnson's not being doubled. Do have some heat coming. That is a 13-yard pickup on Herbert's card. 1st down. Unfortunately, the so far today is not working for me. I have 2 monitors at home, and it's showing up on the 2nd monitor. It would be nice to see that. But I can't move it. Flat pass left against a run call. Going to the back, Emmanuel Wilson picks up 10, and now the Raiders are in the Ravens territory. Both teams kind of sound the same. Raiders, Ravens. So we just got to make sure I get the explanation out. The Raiders are in their away jerseys. The Ravens are wearing their home jerseys. Emmanuel Wilson back in the game. 2 tights, 2 wides. Isaiah Likely and Nick Vanette are the tight ends. It's a long pass to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Single covered by a 5, I believe. And there comes the pressure. That is a deep sack. Daquan Jones gets past one of those guards. Told you that's the weak spot. Shaq Mason's only a 2 pass blocker. And even though the rate of Daquan Jones was just a 3, adjusted down, he had a 27% chance of a sack, or 20, and in the random roll was a 26. That's a game of inches. Just shows you right there. Daquan Jones just fighting past the block of Shaq Mason. Second and 20. Lots of 10 on that one. Ty Johnson back in there. Flat pass left. Even despite that, knowing it's going to be a pass, he's emptying out those flats to bring the pressure from the linebackers. Picks up 6. He likes his matchup with the extra pressure going. $11:24 left in the half. See how the broadcast is going along. If you want to join in, just let me know. Keith, I'll add you to the broadcast. You tell me if you want to chime in or just want to watch. 3rd and 14. Keith, last year's champion. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Guessed wrong run, and it goes on the dreaded 5. It was a wide die 3, too. It would have broken containment unless the linebacker was a 6, and he'll have to punt. Even if it wouldn't have broken containment, that would have got him into field goal range. Tough break there for the Raiders. I'll try to pin the Ravens deep. Don't you hate those dreaded fives, Keith?
Easy to get those two teams tangled up.
Yep. Yeah, it is. The Raiders and Ravens. I'm doing that the whole game. So, did you face these two teams in the regular season, or just the Raiders?
I think I beat
Let
the
me take a
Raiders.
look.
I think I beat the Raiders to get to Baltimore last year.
Nice. Let's see. You're in a rebuilding year, so you weren't looking to win too much this year.
No, I traded away a lot of my players because my team was really getting to be old, and
Yeah, you got to do that once in a while. There's a flat pass left to Roma Dunze. He's going to pick up the white die 6 and get 7 yards on that one. 2nd and 3. So white die 6 changes it from 1 man in zone to 0 man in zone. Dunze is covered by a 4, so that would have been +5 on 2/3 of the rolls. Well, I guess exactly. You know what? It would have been a +5 on 5, a +2 on a 4, and we saw the 7 on the 6. So here we go. 2nd and 3. That's like a constant weapon there with Derrick Henry. He can change a game by hitting one of those edges. And it's a correct run call. It's going to be guessed right. He's going to lose 2. So that's going to put containment back into effect. That's 3rd and 5. Yeah, last time on that 39-yard run, he had gone to a 3-2-6 formation, which takes his highest rated linebacker, Zach Bond, off the field. This time he's going to go to a 3-4. I don't know if I like that, but both inside linebackers are a 5.
Might be trying to keep them hitting those flat zones.
Yeah, probably. But if Zeb runs it here and he runs like a draw, because he's going to likely bring one of these linebackers down to support the 0 nose tackle, that could also remove containment. So a lot of cat and mouse going on. You're right. He's got to worry about the flats. He's got to worry about Mahomes going over the top. The linebacker, it's a no containment, but the run, so there you go. So he used one of the linebackers to double team, and that broke containment because that would have been stopped for a first down. If he would have been in a 3-3-5, I don't think Zeb runs it there. If you're going to double team twice anyway, why not have an extra DB? Why use a linebacker to double team when he's not as effective, and it removes the containment on inside runs?
Right. So far, they've done a pretty good job on Henry, other than that one long run.
Yes. The first couple of drives of the game, I couldn't see a wrong call from Vegas. They were making good calls. So here we go, 1st and 10 to 32.
I will take one wrong guess on Henry, and he's gone.
Yep. What does it say?
In another league, Henry had like 300 yards on me, and I was guessing run a lot. Seems like every time I missed him, he was gone. The Raiders have Justin Herbert as their quarterback. I had him in another league. I really liked his card. He gets some nice must runs. Can get you out of trouble. Bad thing of his Raiders, 2 guards. As much as Zeb likes to blitz his linebackers, it really puts him in a conundrum.
Yes. That's a good observation. I noticed that Zeb was, even when he was in a formation where he knew he had to pass, 3 wide. He was still bringing those linebackers, and despite throwing at them, he wasn't getting hurt by it too much, and he was increasing his sack chances.
Right. Yeah, he got a sack the one time, a 3 versus one of those 2.
There's a must run for 5 yards for Mahomes. So that's what you were talking about. His must run card's very strong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is too. I was talking about Herbert, but yeah.
Mahomes. Herbert's, yes. You're right. Both these quarterbacks have good must run cards. And Herbert, even though he has those weak guards, he does have strong tackles and a good center, which would give him some dump off chances too. 2nd and 5, 8:06 to go in the half. Off tackle right to Henry, man in zone, guess wrong. Hits short gain. Look at those edge numbers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
27, 25, 11. Get you plus 44. 12 get you a long gain. 10 get you a short gain. 1st and 10 inside Vegas territory.
I don't think Zeb's defense is quite as strong as it was last year.
Yeah, I think you're right. But Aaron's got here with a bunch of zeros, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Line book to Henry picks up 3. Zeb's won a championship with a bunch of zeros before. Just shows you good coaching can compensate for some of these ratings.
Or just getting lucky.
Yeah. That's it. Get into the dance. You just need to get lucky for a couple games in a row, and you're a champion.
Yeah.
I know.
Last year, I just tried to keep it close.
Yeah, hope for some magic in the end. You did great. It's a 13-yard guess wrong flat pass. That's going to take us well into field goal range. The Ravens have Brandon Aubrey, one of the best kickers in the set.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do earlier when Henry got that 39-yard run. He's just wanting to stay in field goal range.
Right. Guess wrong short pass to Stone Smart. Hits a blank. It's not a great Mahomes card, but it's good enough. And it's when you pair it with Henry, it becomes very effective.
Right.
We haven't seen Christian Watson yet. He can get you some big yards in a hurry. Short pass to Stone Smart again. Incomplete. Zeb choosing to go away from the targets with that are more likely to be double teamed and try to keep it to the unusual suspects, and that cost him that time. I'm guessing Westbrook Akina has a completion on 6. He does.
When he goes 2 tight ends, he's got the 0 covering Smart, so that
probably trying to work that matchup.
The defender, yeah.
3rd and 10. Let's see if Aaron shows blitz. I don't like the 3-2-6. Please tell me he doesn't pick that for his formation.
It's probably another draw by Henry.
Yeah, why not? He does stay with it. Short pass to Johnny Smith. Flush. My card, your card. Goes on the D card. That's going to pick up 16. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, with those zeros, you might as well blitz them or double team because
you're going to get hurt on that 7.
Goes to a defensive card, you're going to give up yards anyway.
Exactly. 5:06 to go in the half. Flat pass right, 0-minute zone, but it hits the blank. Guess wrong on John New Smith's card. Yeah, like you said, sometimes you make the wrong call, just get a couple to go your way, and you're in good stead. Second 10. 7-7 game here in the 2024 S28 Super Bowl. We're joined with our defending champion, Keith Mowbray, as the color commentator. We got Zeb Strong coaching the Baltimore Ravens and Aaron Onderdonk coaching the Raiders. Short gain, guess wrong, linebacker to Henry. That's going to take it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal to 2. It's like a really nice set of you got the short, the guess right, or strong, and short passes against the guess wrong right, runs of Henry. It's just tough to stop everything. Full house in here. Todd Spears joins Henry in the back. Linebacker up the middle of the Henry. Linebacker in zone. Oh, it's the white dice 6. It's the Bonds run rating of 5. I said 2/3 of the time he'll make the stop, but that was the 1/3 he didn't. Aubrey comes on and kicks the extra point, and 14-7 Ravens on top of the Raiders. 3:54 to go in the half. That'll give the Raiders plenty of time to mount a drive and try to tie it up before the half. At least get some points on the board. Raiders got the ball first, so the Ravens will get the ball coming out of the half. After that first beautiful opening drive where everything seemed to be guessed wrong, the Raiders have gone 3 and out, 5 and out, and 6 and out. 3 punts, and gained a total of 17 yards. Let's see if they can pick it up. Ravens had 2 effective drives. 57-yard drive for a touchdown and an 80-yard drive for a touchdown. Incomplete pass, 2-minute zone on that first down. Herbert was trying to connect with Marquise Valdez-Scantling. Valdez-Scantling got one of those receiver cards guessed wrong that can hit you a long game, even on the flat pass. 2nd and 10. Raiders have the ball at their 31. Emmanuel Wilson in the game. Off tackle draw. He's not really plugging those off tackles, though.
Yeah, the Raiders really need to score.
Yes.
They need to get some points because Zeb gets that ball again second half and takes it for length of the field. It's going to be a tough fight.
Exactly right. Nailed it. Third and 8. Tuli Tupoloto and Matthew Judon are the outside linebackers. Short pass to Valdez-Scantling, correctly double teamed by a free safety, incomplete. Even guessed right, it's incomplete. So another 3 and out. And as much as you want to go for it, you really can't in this position.
And I tell you, anytime he gets in 3rd and long, it really puts him at a disadvantage because you know Zeb's going to bring those linebackers against those 2 guards.
There is a 3-yard return. Just missed the fumble split. Or the fumble chance. 50% chance of recovery. So 3 wide here for the Ravens. 2-time Super Bowl champion looking for their 3rd. In great position here. If they can put points on the board and get the ball back, that's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Henry has 19 unfatigued carries left, so you can keep using him. There's a flat pass guess right to Smith. It's going to pick up 6. Two-minute warning.
I believe I'd almost guess run every play.
That's at least guess run a lot more than normal, even if you don't do it every play. End run left. It's a guessed wrong run. Goes on the D cards for a 4-yard gain, but that's a first down. Let's see what the Ravens choose to do. Hurry up or let the clock run. They go hurry up, conserving those timeouts.
That's one thing I'd like to see changed in the game, where you could run out of bounds like with at least 4 minutes left in the half or the game.
You can attempt it. So if it has to be a white die 2, 4, or 6 to make it out of bounds. So here's this white die 6, and he's trying to get out of bounds. Oh no, it's not a white, but it's a receiver rating. It changes it. It makes another roll, and that was a white die receiver. Down here you can see it's a 5. So that did not get out of bounds.
But I don't think it don't allow you to try to run out of bounds until you get down to 2 minutes, does it?
I think it's 4 minutes. Under 4 minutes, you can attempt to run out of bounds. The checkbox comes up. You'll see the checkbox on the next play. I'll show you. First and 10.
They're down to the minute 15 now. So
yeah, we'll check it in the second half. Long pass to Westbrook Akini. Long gain, straight 34 yards. That's going to take us down to the 13. Mahomes says, guest run every play. Be my guest. I'll take my shots. He does have that long gain on 8 guessed wrong. But that's tough when you're facing an opponent that is out carding you, and then he's out rolling you too. He's hitting those edges.
Yeah, and that was on the right guess. He got that one. So
they go to the hurry up again.
Mahomes heating up a little bit.
He is. Looking pass for 13 yards and a touchdown. Derrick Henry takes the play action pass, slips out of the backfield. Mahomes finds him in the middle with a shovel pass, and there you go, 13 yards.
Man, he's got some nice chunks on that card. Yes, wrong.
He certainly does. And the kickoff's a touchback. 37 seconds left. You got 2 timeouts. You got Justin Herbert. You want to see if you can get something going.
And dare say we're going to see the linebackers up on the line.
I think you're right. We already had one spectator leave the game, maybe because of the kickoff bug, but brings in Ty Johnson, so it's got to be a pass. Taking his time. He's got 3 good receivers in Jameson Williams, Josh Palmer, and Marquise Valdez-Scantling. Flat pass left to Ty Johnson. Again, trying to get some good results on the 0-minute zone card. If he could get like a edge here, almost gets it. Picks up 8. But he wasn't trying to get out of bounds. That wouldn't have mattered anyways. A white tie 5. So timeout here. 30 seconds left. And if you keep going for that play, Zeb's going to twist you up and double team the Ty Johnson and try to maximize his chances for a pick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If he hits that D3, defensive 3, those chances of running one back for a touchdown are really high.
Yeah. 12-year pickup. Hey, Keith, can you take over the play-by-play? I'm going to go check something real quick. Be right back.
Sure. I'll give it a try.
Thank you, sir.
At 1st and 10, 22 seconds left. Vegas trying to get a score in. The 5-yard must run turned to 2nd down and 5. Couldn't get out of bounds, so the clock is ticking down. Need to have a spike. One second left on the clock. Probably an all or nothing pass here. Could drop off another flat, hoping to hit the defensive 2 for a long gain. Oh, an interception. With the 4-yard return. Jalen Ramsey picks off the last second bomb.
Looks like the game crashed. I'm gonna try. I wonder if it was a. I hope there wasn't like a pick six. It looked like it was a 0-yard return, but
it was a pick off for 4 yards on the last second play.
Got it. Sometimes you can't tell too well.
To a bomb with 1 second left and 2 men in zone. It was picked off.
Nice.
Quite a hole to dig out from now.
Certainly.
Oh.
All right, there we are. So the Ravens get the ball first. Keep going with the play-by-play. I got to go check on something else. I got the screen looking again.
I just hope everybody can understand my hillbilly lingo.
Oh, man, it's the best. I love it.
Okay, 2nd and 10. That's a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12 for Zeb. Let's see if he brings out his weapon of mass destruction, Henry, on the draw, or if we go on downfield, try to pick up the 12. Henry's card is so scary. I hope we go for a flat for 5 yards. Makes it 4th and 7. Las Vegas really needed that stop. Try to get the momentum going back their way. I really like Herbert's short pass card. I had him in another league, and he took me to the Super Bowl, but didn't quite have enough juice to beat Tyke's monster team. That's
That is like all she wrote right there.
Max Crosby.
Yeah. See what Max could have done on the real life Raiders, Eric DaCosta?
I'm sorry?
I said, see, I was trying to tell Eric DaCosta, the GM of the Ravens, look at how effective Max Crosby is. He could be on your team in a big game.
Yeah, no doubt. I still baffles me, and I guess everybody else too. If they really did it just because once they got Henderson, they knew that they could keep their draft picks too.
Yeah, they got a little greedy. But, you know.
Which man, could you imagine Henderson and Crosby being bookend?
Where do you think Crosby winds up? Do you think he stays with the Raiders or somebody else comes in with a move?
I don't know. Right now, he might just say the heck with it. He don't want to get done dirty again.
Yeah,
Did you hear the whole story about what happened? At least Crosby's side of it.
Yeah, that they just treated him off. The GM didn't meet with him till the end of the day. You have a feeling that they were negotiating that other deal. And if they got it done, they were going to drop this one.
Yeah, they didn't even they made him and his family fly on just a regular flight, I guess. They didn't send a plane for him or anything. Flew him into D.C. and he had to drive 2 hours to get to the stadium. Then the GM didn't meet him.
Jesus.
Yeah, that ain't the same Raven organization. It's like it used to be, I don't think. I think they were always pretty well noted for being, top of the line as far as way they handle their business. 3rd and 11. Oh, this is going to be.
Here comes the linebackers blitzing again.
Be a rough decision. I believe I'd go flat and try to hopefully pick up the first down. This is going to be ugly. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but had he gone flat, at least they had picked up enough 5 or 6 yards that they could have gone for it.
Yeah.
You almost have to go for it every time now, really, I think.
Yeah, he needs a momentum-changing play, a fumble punt, a pick six, something to get his team going again.
I know last year I threw a lot of flat passes against Zeb. He did an awesome job putting 2 men in the zone and all that, but you got to keep those linebackers back, or you'll never be able to get off a short or a long pass.
Yeah, you were able to beat Zeb in the championship game last year, right?
Well, I wouldn't say I beat him. I lucked out on him, but yeah, I kept it close enough that the last second punt return for a touchdown.
Nice. Hey, that's why you draft those guys.
Gave me the win, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was able to keep it fairly close and got lucky at the end.
Yeah, got to do what you got to do.
Right now, going three wides of those zeros into flat passes and have to cover Henry. That's brutal.
Yeah, keep going with the play-by-play. I'm like I said, I'm keeping an eye on things over here, and that way I can just chime in if I have anything important to say, or not important, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, you do a much better job of this than I am, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't think so.
Derrick Henry got stuffed that time on 1st and 10. Hit the one on the white die roll.
I'll be back.
Good defensive call. Just happened. Mahomes picked up 5 on a nice pass. Third and 5 comes down to another tough situation. The good Mahomes passing card. Stop it or stop Derrick Henry. And Henry goes for 19. First and 10 from Las Vegas 45 with 7:30 to go in the third quarter.
So 28-7 still, huh? The Ravens are driving.
Yeah,
one more touchdown. And one more touchdown. This thing's over, right?
You'd almost have to think that.
I mean, we have seen some crazy things in Strat. But a 28-point lead with a little over a quarter left is going to be tough to overcome. There's a good call. That run call. Actually, it's only saved 9. It's on the off tackle that he has some big ones there. But still, you'd rather have it 2nd and 9 and then 2nd and 1 if you're the Raiders. Another run call, correct? He tried to run a draw, so that turns out to be keyed. That'll make it 3rd and 10. So he's going to the Keith Mowbray call run on every play strategy. So far, so good.
Okay, looks like I got bumped out on my computer. I have to log back in.
All right, well, I'll take over the 3rd and 10 here at the Vegas 32. Ravens up 28-7, looking to convert here and put them in a world of hurt. Short pass to Odunze is going to be incomplete. The defender makes the play. Kobe Durant's 4 against the white die 4, and here comes Brandon Aubrey, and he makes it a 24-point lead. So again, now you need a big play here. I think the Raiders are a much better team playing from ahead than playing from behind. I guess you could say that with most teams, but in particular with the lack of running back carries and his dependency on Herbert and Ty Johnson combo, seems like he's better off protecting the lead, getting people to call run, and then exploiting them with the pass. When people call pass, because they know he's trailing, he can't run it wrong effectively due to the lack of carries. Emmanuel Wilson takes it off tackle draw, and he hasn't been hitting the short gains. Well, Zeb's been hitting big numbers and short gains. We've seen Aaron have to put up with yards off the defensive card or just hitting a bad number on the halfback's card. Second and 5. Ty Johnson in there. Again, when you know it's not going to be a run, when you know it has to be a pass, it makes Zeb's job a lot easier. Incomplete. Guess right flat pass. He continues to bring those outside linebackers to put pressure on the guards. Third, same formation. 3 wide against the 3-3-5. End run. He is going to run it this time. The linebackers stay home, and it gets a bad roll off of the offense's card. +2. Look at all those other choices. Still would have been stopped due to contain, but it's a 4th and 2. And like you said, this is the time where you really have to go for it. No other choice. Well, the other choice is the punt. And he's doing just that. It's only 2 yards. If it was 3rd or 4th and 10, then yeah, punt it. 14-yard return. Ravens take over at their own 31. They're happy that he punted. Okay, spectator just joined. Keith, are you back in? Oh, maybe he is, but he had to reboot his computer. Let me add him back in. I'm not here yet. Short pass. Christian Watson picks up 12. 2:42. It's like Keith's in a reboot, so you're stuck with me. Flat past 2 minute zone, guessed wrong, but it hands on the G card. Picks up a yard, 2nd and 9. So Aaron's not giving up. Putting his best foot forward. Well, that's going to lose 7. There's a good call. And run to Henry, and he called run. Third and 16. Look for another run here against the 3-2-6. Might as well try to hit a big number on Derrick Henry's card. Stays in a base 2 tights, 2 wide. There's an off-tackle draw. And he's only going to get 3. So they'll punt on 4th and 13. So Las Vegas looking for a magical 4th quarter. 38-yard punt, almost blocked. See what the return can do. Fair catch. First and 10, 3 wide. Flat pass to Likely. Incomplete. No man in zone. Go 3 wide. Emmanuel Wilson in the backfield this time. Zeb stays in a 4-3. It's a run draw and the run call. Let's get Keith back in here. Picks up 3. All right, Keith, take over. You there? Did I add him in? Let me try it again. There we go. Keith, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. So go ahead and take over. 3rd and 7. Desperation times here. We just saw the Raiders try to run it, and the Ravens sniffed it out and called run to stuff a draw call.
And I'm surprised Zeb is leaving those zones open. Oh, that would have been nice. Hit one of those long passes. Anything for a first down right now it is good for Vegas. 2nd and 10. Right in between the 27-yard gain and the long gain. Herbert just a little bit off. 3rd and 10. Definitely two more downs. We go flat. Hoping to hit an empty zone. Or just continue to press it on downfield.
Yeah, let's see if Zeb changes his outside linebacker strategy as we get deeper in the fourth. He's still bringing them.
Yeah, that's what he did against me. He didn't let up.
And then on the D card, instead of the O card, that would have been a good gain on the O card, but D card, -2.
Well, but also, if it had been a flat pass, been a receiver, which could picked up some nice yards too.
Yeah.
I think that's where I would have gone since he's been moving those linebackers up. But hindsight's 20/20, and second guessing's easy.
Yeah.
Linebacker Mahomes, you think?
Maybe Henry. Just keep running it, but running it in flats. He loves Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, those
flat pass right.
I'd either run Mahomes or flat pass. I'd be afraid of him guessing run. And
there's a 9-yard run to Henry.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't move a couple people up in that zone. Again, second guessing and hindsight. Right now, all Zeb's wanting to do is run that clock.
Yep. And they got plenty of carries to do it. Odunze with the flat for 10.
It always scares me when I'm down there. Throw a flat and they happen to pick it off. Get a chance of a run back for a touchdown. Zeb's not playing around. He's going for it.
Yep. When you got a chance to win a championship, you do it. $31-7. Ravens looking to get into Raiders territory. Put this game away. If it isn't already over. We're just trying to keep you guys around to pay for our sponsors. Watch our commercials. Looking past the stone, Smart picks up 12 or 13.
Had the zones flooded.
Yep. Well, he had two guys in the outside zones and one guy in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
So this is a look-in pass. But it was on the quarterback's card anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered where he threw it.
Right.
Any one of those three zones would have been guessed wrong.
Mahomes pinpoint passing.
Yeah, I think Aaron's frustrated. Zeb just wants to waste time, so we're going to get a nice, easy burn here to run out these last 9 minutes.
Yeah, Mahomes completed 68% of his passes. Might as well say 69 for a 110 rating. Derrick Henry, 20 rushes for 113 yards, 5.7 per carry so far. That's a tough combination to try to slow down.
Flat pass right, 2 minute zone. But it goes on the quarterback's card again. I guess wrong. Flat pass for +9, 2nd and 1.
Looks like Travis Henry's gone to the Gatorade bucket. Well, one play break.
See how many carries he has left. Still 10.
Yeah.
6 minutes to go. You can keep pounding him. Get this under 5 minutes, kick a field goal, and wait for the Raiders to throw an interception because that's the way the game's going today.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking for him to run Henry, just kind of go in shutdown mode, but if he had ran him, that would have got him inside the 5.
I'll take a left to Derrick Henry. And that's going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I think Zeb's probably good with that. Doubt if he's really looking to score a touchdown. Which after last year, he might not be wanting to take no chances.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to say I have lost games being ahead by 24 points in the last 5 or 6 minutes before, but it takes some crazy things to happen. First and 10 for Vegas, under 5 minutes to play. Wilson picked up a 14-yard gain for a first down. Another 6 yards on a run. Second and 4.
Yeah.
Picks up the first down. Yeah, it looks like Aaron's just ready
Run it
to.
out. Yeah. Can't blame him.
No.
Well, there's a long pass.
Yeah.
Dump off. Gets it short. Just a few yards. 6-yard pickup.
Again, it's really hard having your two guards. It's not very good pass blocking, and Zeb's likes to blitz linebackers.
Another long pass attempt. And it's a dump off again. Gets the first down for 10 yards. Haven't seen too many of those. Pass rush, I think, stayed home that time, did they? Yeah. Crosby against Sewell. This time, Sewell holds up. Two-minute warning.
Herbert has some really nice runs on those must runs if you can hit them. I think
Not much like today.
No.
Going deep. Another dump off. It's 6.
Third and 4, minute 22 seconds. Baltimore 34, Las Vegas 7.
Except 17 finally gets a good run.
Mm-hmm. May get another opportunity here.
$52 seconds left in regulation. In the 2024 Strat 28 season, I can confidently say that this one is not going to go to overtime. Short pass to Ty Johnson, guessed wrong, and it hits a blank. That sums up the kind of day it's been for the Raiders. The Raiders. They can't get anything going.
Yeah, early on, Zeb was hitting a lot of those blanks, but that was in the first quarter. Ever since then, it's been nothing but full speed ahead.
Three-time champion Zeb Strong. Another blank.
Mm.
2 more chances. He'd love to get another score on the board. So what do you do here if you're the offense and it comes up to 4th down? Do you kick the field goal to get double digits? Or do you just take another shot at the touchdown?
I go for another touchdown. It's 3 points.
34-14 sounds a lot better than 34-10. What if it was 34-0?
I'd probably kick a field goal then.
Well, we're going to get a chance.
Those
4th and goal. Look at that. Another dreaded 5.
All of those good runs.
Rough day rolling. If you want to add that up, let's see. That's a touchdown on everything except 4 or 5. 4, 5, and 11. So that's 2, 6.
4, 5, 11, and 12.
Yeah, so that's 28 out of 36. 28 times out of 36 chances he gets a touchdown.
Yeah, it's just been kind of the day that Vegas has had today.
See if he runs it again.
Which, as usual, Zeb's called a very nice game. So
triple double team hits a blank. Final score 34-7. Zeb's going to take a knee, and your Baltimore Ravens are your 2024 3-time Super Bowl champions.
And he hits that 5 again, so it didn't matter whether he ran or passed.
You're right. So they're going to say their pleasantries, I'm sure. I normally like to do a short interview, but I've got to get back to it with my daughter. I can leave it up. If you want to, I'll bring the box score up. Do you want to wait around and ask him a couple questions, Keith, or should we just shut it down? That's it.
I guess just shut it down. I'm really not. I'm just using my phone. I had to charge it, so I'm really not in the.
Let's give Zeb a second to see if he can join real quick. Huh?
Yeah.
So pretty one-sided game today. Started off good for the Raiders, but then it all went south.
Yeah, it seemed like after that first drive, I was really surprised. He just moved right on down the field, scored that first touchdown. I thought this is going to be quite the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a match. Turned in from a match to a mismatch. But the Raiders to get here at 9-7, with all those zeros. Not a lot of carries. I'm sure they're surprised that they were in the championship game. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you jumping on with me, Keith. And we'll talk to you guys next year. Congratulations.
Right, appreciate it.
Zeb.
Yeah, congratulations to both Aaron and Zeb. Congratulations, Zeb, for the big win.
Yes, it was quite a season for the Ravens. So, thanks everybody. I'll talk to you later.